What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, Shakes P. Keeping it 100. Y'all already know how we do. Right now, we're about to jump into a banger of a track. I just found something out. I just found out that B.o.B. Airplane song from years back has a part 2 featuring Eminem. Somebody just hit me up in the DM saying I should check this out. I didn't even know that this existed. I love the Hayley Williams B.o.B. Airplane's original track. Everybody knows that track. But I didn't know that he had a part 2 with M on it. So right now we're about to get into a reaction. We're going to react to B.o.B. Airplane's part 2 featuring Eminem and Hayley Williams. If y'all new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to share and all that good stuff. Y'all already know how we do. Hayley, B.o.B. It's on you. Let's go. It's gonna turn a bit louder.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
See, we all know this track. We all know that. Don't get it krilled. B.o.B's a spitter. He's gonna bring that fire. He's gonna bring bars. But I'm interested to see who's gonna go first and who's gonna go last. Because really and truly, if you pay attention to M's collabs, you don't put M last. I mean, you don't put M first. You can't follow that. No matter what, you can't follow that. So I'm just curious to see who's going to go first and last.
I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
I'm also curious if B.o.B. is going to spit a new verse or if it's just going to be a repeater with part 2. So I'm going to assume that he's spitting a different verse.
Let's pretend like it's 98. Like I'm eating lunch off a styrofoam tray. Trying to be the next rapper coming out the A.
He's talking about the come up now, man. He's talking about his come up. 98, when I used to eat food off of a styrofoam plate. No money.
Like I'm eating lunch off a styrofoam tray. Trying to be the next rapper coming out the A. Hoping for a record deal to ignore my pain. Now let's pretend like I'm on the stage. And when my beat drops, everybody goes insane. Okay. And everybody know my name. And everywhere I go, people wanna hear me sing. Oh yeah, and I just dropped my new album. On the first week I did 500,000. Gold in the spring and diamond in the fall. And then a world tour just to top it all off. And let's pretend like they call me the greatest. Selling out arenas with big ass.
He keeps saying let's pretend. So like that's everybody's dream. Everybody, you dream your come up on the come up. You don't know your come up's the come up. You don't know when it's your time. You don't dictate when it's your time. Your fans do. Your supporters do. Your followers do. They dictate if you're going to come up or not. Because if you can spit as many bars as you want, but if you have no forward momentum, you ain't going anywhere. Because nobody's going to hear it. And if nobody's hearing it, then the record labels, the record execs don't want to fuck with you because you're not going to make them a return on the investment. So you haven't proved to them if you're marketable or not like that. So he's talking about his dreams, his aspirations, his hopes on the come up.
And let's pretend like they call me the greatest. Selling out arenas with big ass stages. And everybody love me and no one ever hated. Just try to use imagination.
Can we pretend that airplanes?
Let's just try and use imagination. Like, that's it. You got a dream. Dream big. Think big, dream big.
Shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
this never happened. Like I never.
Okay. Dope. Okay, 2 verses.
I had dreams of being a rapper. Like I didn't write raps up in all of my classes. Like I never used to run away into the blackness now. Let's pretend like it was all good. Like I didn't live staring in the notebook. Like I did the things that I probably knew I should. But I ain't have neighbors.
Listen, he's telling about me. He's saying let's talk about the things that, like, it's a complete opposite of the first one. The first one he's talking about the come up. Now he's talking about, like, again, let's pretend like I did everything right and I didn't do everything wrong and I studied and my face was in the book. When he's saying that that's not the case. Everything was happy, but it wasn't.
Now, let's pretend like it was all good. Like I didn't live staring in the notebook. Like I did the things that I probably knew I should. But I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood. Yeah, now let's pretend like I ain't got a name.
I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood. That's a bar and a half. People are gonna miss that and sleep on that. That's a bar.
I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood. Yeah, now let's pretend like I ain't got a name. Before they ever call me B.o.B or A.K.A. Bobby Ray. I'm talking back before the mixtapes, before the videos and the deals and the fame. Before they ever once compared me to Andre. Before I ever got on my space. Before they ever noticed my face. So let's just pretend and make wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
B.o.B. low-key too ill. I gotta check out a little bit more B.o.B. I think, along with me and a bunch of other people, I think a lot of people sleep on B.o.B.
I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
And it seems like yesterday.
Come on, no more delay. Look at this. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Look how much space man left M to go off on. And instead of giving him the verse now, he goes in with a little bit of a bridge, like building up more anticipation. We're here for M, Bob. Come on, B.o.B. Let's go.
Just a dream, but those days are gone. They're just memories. And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream.
Here we go. Here's M coming in the background. You can hear him in the background now.
Days are gone.
Alright, let's pretend Marshall Mathers never picked up a pen. Let's pretend things would have been no different. Pretend he procrastinated, had no motivation. Pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin they could blow away with the wind. Marshall, you're never gonna make it. Makes no sense to play the game. There ain't no way to.
Man, it's so easy to get lost in M's cadence, his flow, delivery. God damn. I ain't biased. It's just fact.
Then they could blow away with the wind. Marshall, you're never gonna make it. Makes no sense to play the game. There ain't no way that you win. Pretend he just stayed outside all day and played with his friends. Pretend he even had a friend to say was his friend. And it wasn't time to move and schools weren't changing again. He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a.
Wow. Okay, so he's doing a very similar kind of concept to what B.o.B. did, but about talking about what ifs. And M's what ifs are, what if I had friends? What if I didn't keep changing schools? What if I wasn't getting picked on? So he's talking about the stories that he always talks about, but flipping them in a pattern of what ifs. And this was dropped, apparently. Well, this video was dropped 9 years ago, so this is hot. How did I miss this?
Time to move and schools weren't changing again. He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a father and his mother wasn't crazy as shit. And he never dreamed he could rip stadiums and just lazy as shit. Fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. You won't amount to shit. Quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend pain just make him angry with this shit. And there was no one he could even aim when he's pissed it. And his alarm went off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a.
Okay, so what if he missed his plane to the rap Olympics? For those of you that don't know, M went to the rap Olympics and made it to the finals. He ended up losing in the finals. I forget who he lost to, but he was just eating up cats in that Rap Olympic freestyle cypher. And one of his tapes recordings from the Rap Olympics went to somebody who had close ties and affiliations with Dre. When Dre heard him, he flew him and like immediately said, "Get this kid out here." And again, as the story goes, the rest is sort of history. They made, as soon as Dre and M met each other at Dre's place, they went to the studio. He put on a beat for Dre. The hi, my name is, and as soon as that beat dropped, within 10 seconds of M hearing that beat, he started freestyling the hook. So the rest is history. So now he's saying, what if I never went to the Rap Olympics? What if I would have messed my plane? Like, not only is he going in on some deep shit, but he's really going in here.
Off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the Rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a hard time explaining to Hayley and Laney these food stamps and this wick shit, cause he never risked shit. He hoped and he wished it, but it didn't fall in his lap, so he ain't even here. He pretends that
Airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. I can really
This shit's fire. Why was this not like part 1?
use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
We'll just let this ride out a little bit. Again, I don't know. Comment and let me know down below if you knew this even existed. I didn't know this existed. Obviously, we all know the original track. We all know Airplanes, B.o.B, with Hayley Williams on the hook. But I don't know how I slept past the part 2. Because even on my hip-hop Spotify playlist, this track's there. It's now going to get replaced with the M version. But that's it. Y'all know how we do here. We keep it 100. Hit up the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. Artists, songs. I got you. I'm going to get them. I'm going to put them on my list. It's Shakes P. Keeping it 100. That was B.o.B. Airplanes. Part 2. Featuring Hayley Williams. And Eminem. I'm out. Peace.